found out that yesterday he had his birthday. So that's one thing. And he was also fairly recently, shall we say, thrown out of his former party, the Democratic Party of Japan. But he has good personal relations to Mr. Ozawa, which tells you something about his various aspects, and then of course having the Senkaku Islands in his electoral districts, and this interesting name of Sukedan, and having studied in the United States. State of Washington. Okay. The state. I see. In the state of Washington. So still, yeah. Okay.
Well, not exactly 90%, but
yeah. Okay.
About 2 or 3 hours from Seattle.
Okay. Okay. So he actually, the notice says your speech will be in Japanese, but I can't speak English. But we still have, just in case, we have Joyce here. Will be joyful if necessary. So, without further ado, first give me the microphone. For your speech, which will much to do with the, shall we say, military presence and related problems. I want to stand and have a one. Yeah, good here.
そんなまでいいですか。座高が高いですから、立っても座っても一緒のままです。Well, thank you very much for giving me a chance to speak here at the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan. Excuse me, I have to put up my glasses since I had a birthday yesterday. Again, 54.
How does that connect? Oh, you don't need glasses.
When I read, when I see the far side, I need my glasses. It's the opposite. I'm Zukeran Chobin. Zukeran is my family name. Chobin is my given name. And in Okinawa, my family name Zukeran has Cho in my given name. Chobin, or my father is like Choho. My uncle is Choki or Choki. So you can either call me Zukeran-san or Chobin-san. I prefer Chobin-san. Since I was a kid, everybody calls me Chobin. So anyway, thank you very much. I'm the member of the House of Representatives. I don't belong to any parties now. And I used to be a DPJ member, but I left there on July 2nd this year. And there are some reasons why I left. But the biggest reason is the U.S. military matter in Okinawa. The DPJ ignored the voice of Okinawa. So there was no reason for me to stay in that party. And today I'm here not only as a congressman, but also as a man of human beings, and as a father of 2 sons, and as a man of Okinawa. And the main reason to have this press today is that I would like you to express my words toward the worldwide, and that there is discrimination area in Japan, also like Tibet or some other areas in the world. I would like to speak known as one of the most popular resort area in Japan. And over 5 million people visit Okinawa annually, not only from Japan but also from Asian countries, mainly Taiwan and China and the rest of the world. So the front face of Okinawa is what is called the resort island, and this is true, and this is very true, and I'm happy with that. But if you take a look at the other side of Okinawa, you see a completely different situation. The absurdity, a hidden face of Okinawa, or a shadow of Okinawa. Not many people prefer to watch this, of course not, because it's not fun. But I think it is actually as important as the front face of Okinawa, or maybe it's more important. And I would like to talk about the injustice in Okinawa. And number one, the size of Okinawa in geography is 0.6% of all Japan. And its population is about 1.4 million. Okinawa consists of about 160 islands. The main and the biggest island is called Okinawa Island. As you see, this is the main island, one of the 160 islands. This is the main island of Okinawa. And U.S. military troops are stationed on this main island, Okinawa, mainly. The length of this Okinawa island is about 160 kilometers from the north to the south. So it's not big island, slightly small island. And there are 34 U.S. military facilities altogether in Okinawa. You see the other page. This is the main island of Okinawa, and Miyako-jima Island, Ishigaki-jima, Idomite-jima, or the Senkaku area is around here. Yonaguni is right here. And there are 34 military facilities altogether in Okinawa. And also there are 28 training areas of the water, and 20 training areas of the air of U.S. military troops. I'm very sorry it's in Japanese. I tried to find out English version, but I couldn't find. But you will see visually. So it seems like Okinawa is in the middle of a big training area. The blue part is the training area of the sea or the air. So the Okinawa big main island also is surrounded by this training area. Bombing, shooting, a lot of things is going on in Okinawa. So the people of Okinawa, it seems like we're living in the middle of the training area. The total military share of Okinawa in Japan is 74%. Please remember this number. Maybe some of you are sick of hearing this number. 0.6% of geographical area and 74% military share of Japan. 0.6% size carries 74%. And for 67 years long, this situation hasn't changed very much. U.S. military is very much condensed in Okinawa, as you know. But why? Why does it happen? Why hasn't it changed very much for 67 years? And it is quite obvious that the balance is not very good. 0.6%, 74%. The balance is not good, it's pretty bad. Are Japan and USA gone? No. Are there any particular reasons good enough to persuade the people? No. And then why? Why does it happen? The reason is very simple. The Japanese residents, except Okinawa, resist the U.S. troops to stay around their life area. And if you study the history, it is very easy to find out. It's clear. And I'm not going to talk about the history today. I'm going to talk about now. A few weeks ago, the 12 Ospreys flew to Futenma. Despite the Okinawa's voice, no. We always say no. No spreads in Okinawa. We have two voices in Okinawa. We used to have two voices in Okinawa. One voice is about military power. We need U.S. military power in Okinawa for peace and economy. Another voice is, no, we don't need any military power, U.S. military power in Okinawa for peaceful life. But the thing has changed. The two voices became one. The one voice is no more military in Okinawa. The conservative governor of prefecture, Nakaima, is against it. The prefecture assembly is against it. The local government of every other city, town, and the village in Okinawa is against it. It's unanimous. The overwhelming majority of Okinawa says no for these so-called widow makers. But both Japan and the US are ignoring the voice of Okinawan, the voice of democracy. And look at Futenma. You see the picture of Futenma. This is the Futenma Air Base. And it's in the middle of the city, one city. It's all surrounded by the houses, the schools, hospitals, nursery schools. This is Futenma. And the Futenma Air Base is not a regular airport, it's a military airport. And I would like to ask the people of the world if they have seen a military airport like this, ever. Especially to the people of the United States of America. Are there any, or is there any military airports nearby your neighbor? Helicopters and aircrafts fly over almost every day and make unacceptable noises over the citizens, not only daytime, but also early in the morning and the late midnight, many times. And if you see this graph, this is the midnight noise around Kadena Air Base. And the year of 1999, 4,720 noises in between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. nighttime up to early in the morning. 4,000 a year, and it's increasing. And 2010, it's about 10,000 times a year. So kids are living in the noisy area in Okinawa. This is Kadena, and Futema is about the same. One person living in the Ginowan, he told me that we were born in the noise, and we're going to die in the noise. At least just give us, when we die, at least give us just silent time. And well, anyway, the helicopters and the aircraft fly over anyway. And they don't care whether there is a graduation ceremony of elementary schools or the examination terms of high schools. They only care if the day is a national holiday of US or not. On national holidays of US, they don't fly. So we are against ospreys not only because they are supposed to be dangerous, but also this horrible situation of Futema or Okinawa all over. And there is no way for us to accept these killing machines. People live there, people are working there, kids are playing around. And Japan and the US, still they keep their eyes closed and shut off their ears, and this is ridiculous. My stuff wrapped up. Shame on USA and Japan. If President Obama knew this situation in Okinawa, I don't think he would have made an insult matter like this. He awarded the Peace Nobel Prize. He just doesn't know what actually is going on in Okinawa. So I want you to make this press throughout the world, and so that President Obama would know this fact in Okinawa, insult matter in Okinawa. And if it keeps on, it's just sad for both USA and Okinawa. It's sad for President Obama too. Now I'm going to talk about the deterrence of US Marines in Okinawa. The deterrence. It's a magic word. Many politicians, media, commentators, etc., say that Okinawa is the best place for the deterrence to the threat from Asia. The reason why they say is that Okinawa is in the center of Asia, and so we've got to have Marines stay there, Ospreys stay there. The Henoko is the only relocation of place of Futema. I think their head stopped some 60 years ago. If the logic is okay, if this logic is okay, if the world hasn't changed it at all, or the technology of the world, especially in the military section, has not changed. But the fact is, as you know, it's tremendous change is going on. As a matter of improvement, this technological improvement, the tactics of military was to be changed, and it has been changed. The high high-tech military technology find a new era, sea and air, by Pentagon. And sorry for Marines, there became no chance for them to show off their presence in Pentagon. Okinawa becomes the only place for them to keep their pride. Lucky enough, the government of Japan is the most supporter for them. Japan puts a lot of money in. So the reason why they stay in Okinawa is that they just want to stay there. Okinawa is a paradise for them. Not because of the deterrence, I don't think. The deterrence, thank you, deterrence. Word map. And the deterrence. Japan is right here, as you know. Japan. And Okinawa is right here. Okay. And Futenma is, it's right here, spot. It's a spot, little spot right here. It's very small. If you close your eyes and throw a ball on this map, word map, throw it all. There, U.S. troops. Another ball. There, U.S. troops. Another ball, U.S. troops. U.S. troops all over the world. That's the deterrence. So, when you're talking about deterrence, Futenma is not the only place for Marine Corps. And Okinawa is not the only place for military troops of U.S. That's what I'm saying. And I have to talk about the accidents and the incidents. Like I told you, 0.6% carries 74%. And under this situation, many accidents or incidents, the noises occur in Okinawa. And horrible things has never stopped. And this is the list of horrible incidents, rape, since 1945 up to 2011. The list was made by Okinawa Women Act Against Military Violence in Okinawa. I gave you only two pages or 3 pages. But actually, this much of a list. Many women or girls had a horrible time in Okinawa. So every after these incidents and accidents, they say, "Koki Shukusei," enforce strict official discipline. Every time. And this time, also October 13th this year, 2 U.S. military sailors raped an Okinawa woman. Back in 1995, 3 Marines raped a 12-year-old Okinawa girl. This is horrible. And the Koki Shukusei enforce strict official discipline and prohibit going out of the base. But this Koki Shukusei won't last forever. I mean, someday they have to stop, and soldiers will start going out the towns. So the thing is, these things will never stop unless the troops are there, unless the soldiers are there. So the last best solution for Okinawa is to put all the U.S. soldiers off the island. This is the only way. Many Okinawan people say that. Not only me, a lot of people, majority. And for the last, I would like to comment on the matter of economy of Okinawa. It is said that Okinawa depends on the military economy. Maybe it used to be, but 15%, the highest was 15% share, portion was 15% share by military economy. But now, 5%. Many people in the mainland of Japan, including the parliament members and the mass media, still think so. Okinawa depends on economy of military power. But the fact is not. If you take a look at the analysis, it is clear, and I don't speak in details, but in Naha, it's called Naha City, Naha Shintoshin, right? After the return of US base, the Naha main city became economies 10 times or 100 times more. Also, in Chatan or Hambitan, it's the same. So the fact will tell you that Okinawa runs much better economy without US military bases. And that is why there showed many businessmen or business members of Okinawa attend the September 9th rally against Ospreys a month ago. It was a big change in Okinawa. There used to no businessmen or business members in that rally. But now it's changed, like I told you, became one voice. So things have changed, and I hope both Japan and the United States of America will keep up with the changes and share the real peace and prosperity with Okinawa. Thank you very much.
For your